Hi everyone, Pyramid Intell. Today I'm going to talk about identifying the truth, not to be confused with the Truth Series or the Truth Project. These are going to be the truth videos. So in the Truth Project, I talk about what is truth, personal truths, political truths, and objective truths. But just in your everyday life, how can you identify it? I also said in the Truth Project that truth is a frequency band that moves through the heart, the 0 point of all creation. So if you ask most people what the highest frequency is, what is the Christ consciousness, you could say, they would say love. But love is truth. And I prefer the word truth. After all, they are words used to describe something that really is extremely difficult to describe, especially at such a low frequency that we all exist in. And truth seems to be a better identification of unconditional love. Because when you say love, people don't know what that means. Or love, our definition of love is not the same as Christ consciousness, unconditional love. So I want to talk about what the difference is. Because you have to know what you're shooting for in order to get there, It certainly helps if your brain understands the experience or what the experience is like. So with that in mind, most people think of love as being sexual desire or affection, and it isn't that. It's much bigger and more dramatic, and that's why I don't care to use it. Somebody aligned with unconditional love, Christ consciousness. Here's an example. Someone's child has been raped and murdered by someone. So their daughter is young, a teenager or a younger child, right? And they go to court. And, when they interview them, when they put the mic in their face, you're expecting them to be hysterical or crying or angry or something. And no, they're just totally zen, and they say that they're praying for him. They're praying for his soul and for this horrible thing. And you can see they're calm as can be. It's not an act. Why would you even bother to make it up? They truly feel that way. And when I was younger, I used to think, how is that possible? They should want to rip his nuts off, How could you not? No matter how much you wanted to do the right thing or be kind towards someone, how could you possibly go there? Well, you in your little human brain, having that experience with your child, would not be able to. You have to align yourself with that frequency band. It's a desire. This is what many Christians will do, and this is how they get there. It's a desire to be like Jesus would have explained to be, which is non-judgmental and, all of these things that are good. And, the desire to align themselves there, they are able to go there and at least some of the time, if not all of the time, hold that frequency of unconditional love where they understand that everyone makes mistakes. No one judges you but God, source creator. We all come from the same spark. We're all brothers and sisters, and they can find it in their heart to release the horrible emotions because the good always outweighs the bad. It always shines brighter. The light always shines brighter than the dark. You just have to choose it. So, then there's argument like, you can't handle the truth, right? A few good men, great line, one of the best lines ever. You can't handle the truth. So people tell little white lies so other people don't have meltdowns. And they say that's okay. Is it? It's not okay. The only reason why they do it, and their heart may be in the right place because they know someone's going to have a meltdown or worse, they lie. But the reason why is because that person has been conditioned and programmed to exist in a world of lies. So it blows them out to hear the truth. And how screwed up is that? So everyone made fun of my, Santa Claus videos about how horrifying it was for me as a child to find out there was no Santa Claus and I'd been lied to. Everyone thinks that's a fun thing. It's a good thing. Is it? You're programming them to accept lies, to think that lies are a good thing and a fun thing and something that you want to perpetuate and on and on and on. So remember, your brain is really it's a computer, and especially as a child, before they learn all the complexities and shades of gray lies, bullshit, which is malware in my opinion, you have to watch those videos, it doesn't compute. So you just start jamming up the gears as soon as they're a small child, brainwashing them with poisonous candy rewards believe me, I used to think, it's all dramatic. No, it's actually not. If you lay it all out and you look at the math, there's nothing dramatic about it. There's nothing dramatic about it. It's the truth. It's the truth. So The highest frequency band is truth. And I'll take it a step further. This video's getting long. I'm sorry, but I have a lot to say. Whenever I wear this t-shirt, I always have a lot to say. Go figure. So if truth is okay. Truth is natural. Small children, they don't know how to lie. They're just like blah, they blurt it out. They start lying because they've been programmed to lie because they're going to get hit or punished or shamed or some shit like that. And so, you ask them, is my hair pretty? They're like, no, it's ugly. I liked it the other way. And then their parents are like, no, you don't, you lie. Okay. So what you have is a free flow of energy. You come in, a soul spark, you haven't been programmed. You have that innocence, which means, Christ consciousness, unconditional love. It just is what it is. What is the truth? It is what it is. You're not pinching it off. You're not embellishing it. You're not trying to force it to be something that you want it to be. You're just letting it be, right? So the information is flowing through like a fire hose. As soon as you get involved in the idea of a lie, and it's always for personal gain of some sort, don't tell me you're lying to help the other person. You just don't want to deal with the fallout, right? Let's be honest. So you start lying, you start creating stuff in your mind. What are you doing? The free flow is getting pinched off now, because it is what it is. If you make it something else, you're pinching it off here, you're pinching it off there, and depending on how deep and heavy the lie goes and how convoluted your brain becomes in the entire process, you may have just a trickle of energy left. And I am not going to erase this because I'm on a roll. I'm going to stick it right back up here. Okay, and then this goes back to the Truth Project, pinching the energy off House of Cards. There is no energy. When you have anything built on lies, whether it's your government, any institution, a relationship, or even just your own morals or whatever the hell you're dealing with or talking about that involve lies, you have a problem. You're pinching off the life force, and lies beget lies, beget lies, beget lies, right? Because you got to cover this and cover that and, do all this twisted shit. And before you know it, there's no free flow of energy left. That's your House of Cards. That's why it's collapsing. So how do you fix it? Is it really that simple? Yeah. You know what? All the answers to how everything works, how the problem was created, and how to fix it is incredibly simple. And that's why this entire web of lies and complications and red tape and this and that has been created to clusterfuck your mind and throw wrenches in your software so you can't figure it out. Okay? That's the message today. That's what truth is. That's how you identify it. And that's why you should probably head in that direction if you want your life to roll along well. Okay? I love you very much. I hope you're having a great day, and rage against the machine.